Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we got some sad news to share. Right after filming our week 2 gardens tour, just after, we got another thunderstorm that rolled through, brought some wind with it, some rain, and we happened to lose one of our large maple trees. These maple trees are probably, you can see it in the background now, they're probably 100 feet tall. And the base is a good 5 feet in diameter, so they're pretty old trees, about 100 years old. And we got some rot in that tree right there. Ended up splitting and falling down last night in the storm. It didn't land on the house, which is good, but it did land smack dab on top of my perennial garden. Whole thing. Every plant's covered. It's already started getting in here last night, right after the storm kind of settled, and tried to rip apart a lot of this. Start getting some pals out. You can see the whole garden is completely covered in a maple tree. Did happen to be able to save, obviously the hyacinths are fine because they're bulbs, but the hibiscus there, it didn't get crushed. Saved the peonies, the hellebores, and the periwinkle. Hosta by the rocks fine. The spirea is okay. This was all covered though. The spirea was crushed. I had to pull all these branches off of them to try and carefully dig in here and lift everything up. The carnations, they were gonna bloom, but now they got all snapped, so they're not gonna bloom. Also with the Cleopatra lily, you can see it's not going to bloom either. Gonna have to wait another year on those. Hopefully they'll be able to bloom next year. And tried saving it, propping it back up, but it's snapped. It's done. The hollyhocks behind, a lot of those got snapped off, but they're pretty strong. Some of those will probably still come up and bloom. Our shepherd's hook in there, it's all broken. All the bird feeders are snapped off. The barberry's okay because the stump saved it. The bird bath is shattered. Plastic bird bath and the terracotta top for the puddlers. I did get in here and find my liatris. The white liatris is okay. The purple liatris took some more damage. Yeah, some of it took some damage. I'm gonna have to get some of this, the rest of this off, but I think overall that one will survive. What I really want to know about is that ligularia I planted, because I just bought it this year, so I didn't want it to die. I haven't even seen it bloom. So it's in there somewhere. I'm gonna have to try and dig it out. I'm fairly certain it is smashed to the ground though, because there's some big trunks in there. It's a big tree, big tree. Over around the back of these hollyhocks, the Scotch broom, yellow Scotch broom I just planted last week, it took a hit, but it'll bounce back, I'm sure. Might have to get in here and prune some of the broken branches out. But luckily the red Taurus rhododendron is not completely destroyed. Lost a bloom or two, but overall the structure is healthy and not snapped off, which is nice. Rhododendrons take a real long time to grow. The Rose of Sharon, on the other hand, was right there. It's hard to see on camera, deviating all the branches, but that is the Rose of Sharon, completely bent in a hoop to the ground. The other one is a lot worse on the other side. One of my thujas is okay. Looks like I lost the main leader, but this trunk is still alive. I got one ostrich fern here, and the other ostrich fern is in there. Still attached to the ground, so hopefully that's okay. Haven't really been able to get in any deeper to find anything else. I'd like to find my other thujas. Hopefully all 4 thujas are okay. But a lot of damage here in the perennial bed. Take you around to the other side. I did come in here because I was real worried about the foxglove, so I came in here and cleared the area around the foxglove. They made it. I am happy to say 2 of the foxgloves still alive. This one got a little hit, bent over, but you can see it's still going to bloom, as with that one, which is nice to see. Something alive. Over here, the gladiolas and the crocosmia definitely smashed. There's no way they held up. They're pretty delicate plants. I can see in there the barberry is still standing, at least most of it, so we got lucky there. At my feet, the hosta bloom. This one bloom is probably not going to happen. Might be able to. I could probably use some grafting tape and save that, but just going to try and prop it up for now. Leave it like that, give it its best shot. Coming around to this side, show you how the trunk broke. It snapped pretty good. Ripped about half the tree off. Practically right down the center. We knew this one was struggling. We had some dead branches up top, but we didn't think it was this bad. You can see it rotted, and the roots actually tried growing up through the composted rotted wood. That's how maples do it. The carpenter ants were all through this. You can see their house is all destroyed. They're gonna be trying to find a new place to go. That was a big colony. You can see the biggest trunk piece there. Ripped the root right off the ground. Up. Yeah, this is a big tree trunk you can see next to Echo Pup. So that's a lot of weight sitting on my flower bed. The irises, luckily it didn't hit my new row of trees, all my hollies, and the Scotch broom made it out okay. But you see that Rose of Sharon? Yeah, you don't, because it is smashed. Got one heavy branch went straight down the middle of the Rose of Sharon. Huh. These Rose of Sharons are probably done. Probably not gonna save them because they're gonna be pretty ugly. Or we'll have to cut them back so far that they're gonna be small. So I might take the chance now, since this is completely destroyed, to do some rearranging in this bed. Puppy, you finding shade? You finding shade under this tree? Huh. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do. Not what I was expecting on doing here, or wanting to do during spring. I'm already feeling like I'm behind on the planting. Got a hellebore here smashed up. Behind that hellebore, I know I had there's my thuja. That thuja looks like it survived, which is good. Still got this, yep, completely unscathed. That's one thing. That lily, on the other hand, did not make it out as easy. Look at her. Smashed right through the middle. That hellebore, pretty much okay. My sedum though, my sedum is not happy. Poor girl. We'll see, they're hardy plants, so it might come back. Back here I just planted a woodland phlox. It's done blooming, and it made it out okay. Cool. Saved $6.98. But it's growing, so that one's okay. I have a phlox right next to it that also made it out just fine. So maybe we do have some life left in here. What that life is not is this lily. She gone. Look at this. This branch is impaled straight through the ground. Wonder how deep that goes. A lot of weight put this tree down. And then the rest is a lot of heavy trunk. Looking back in there, I can find another thuja. You see that? It's a little beat up, but that thuja is gonna be alive. I'll climb up in here for you guys. Before I do it, my feet, I got a lily that looks like the base of it is completely crushed, but they're still standing. Still standing. Careful, pup. Whole fence line's crushed too. Lost the whole fence. I don't see much. Oh yeah, I lost my cattle panel as well. I was about to use that as an arch trellis for my raised beds. Make a video for you guys, but that's out the window. Gonna have to buy a new one of those. It is warped. There's no straightening that back out. Gonna have to find a use for a warped cattle panel. Any ideas, throw it in the comment section down below. Okay, I can come in here. I can see the barberries okay. It's good. Barberry looks fine. Bird bath survived. That's another $5 saved. And then in here was, that was all gladiolas. Can't see any of them now. Let me see if that daisy's alive. Where was that? I don't know. Can't see it. Not looking good from here, but trying to have hope. Where was it? Good thing I just took a weekly tour. I'll be able to locate some things a little better. Okay, I found her. Right here, you can see the tip sticking out. So some of it's okay. I don't know. We're gonna have to get the chainsaw in here and start cutting, carefully lifting out, trying to save as much as possible that's not already dead. Don't want to kill anything in the cleanup process. Well, that's what happened last night. I wanted to update you. I didn't feel like waiting a whole week for week 3 tour since it happened same day I filmed week 2 tour. But I didn't want to throw it on the end of that because if you didn't watch the whole thing, you'd just miss it. But that's what I'll be dealing with now here in the spring. So wait for week 3 so you can get an update on what's going on. There's going to be some cleanup. Plus I'll still be planting some stuff other places. Gotta have some places looking good. But that's how my spring's going. Hope yours is doing a little better. You can find me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.